yesterday's lecture we have seen about mental features of Kali group. Now we are going to start with general features of Kali group. So having much affinity for water, all potassium remedy attack the tissue with great ability, producing very deep viscotic effect. All these remedies are more powerful to penetrate tissue and selected when it is desired to reach far into parenchyma of the part as a treatment of carbon. Okay, for example, when patients have a lot of deep pathology, especially when tissues are really very destroyed, in such deep tissues pathology, we can use this remedy because it is having that tendency that they can reach, they have that deep viscotic effect. Okay, they can they can go into that tissue, and this is great effect which has been given by Tylenol. So yes,
आवाज होत नाहीये.
now can you listen me? Hello. Wait a second.
हॅलो
Hello, आवाज येतो तुम्हाला?
मॅम, आवाज ब्रेक होतो मॅम.
ओके, एक मिनिट. Hello. Hello.
येस मॅम.
Now you can listen me?
येस मॅम. या
Okay.
मॅम.
Yeah. Okay. So, if you are going to talk about the general features, as it is having that affinity to go deeply and act on a deep tissue. So, in cases like treatment of carbon or boils, where you really need to go deep and you really need to treat that tissue which is in a deep level, you can use this remedy. You can use this remedies very actively. Okay, we'll move to further. Due to its paralyzing action on muscle, all these remedies account for general debility or weakness. As it acts on a muscle, especially action is paralyzing. In such action, these are the general remedies for debility or weakness. All potassium shows loss of weight, loss of reduction, of irritability of muscles, which is reversible. Many a time there is a reversible muscle loss or reversible reduction of irritability of muscles. It means the sensation of muscles has been decreased. Okay, all these remedies have paralyzing action on the heart muscles. They all are increasing irritability of vagus. So many a time in vagus nerve, there is a lot of sensitiveness in a vagus nerve, which leads to a lot of complaints. The control of potassiums is physically expressed as a constipation or difficult labor. We had talked about it in last lecture. Thermally, most of the potassium are chilly and very much sensitive to cold and draft. Many a time we talk about drafts. These people are really sensitive towards the cold and draft. They desire for sweet and shows aversion for meat. General aggravating factors for potassiums are caution, touch during menses, uh, exertions uh, up to 2 to 4 a.m. and their complaints are ameliorated by movements, leaning forward, eating and motion, etc. Okay, so these are general aggravating factor and these are general ameliorating factor. General aggravating factor are caution, touch during menses. During this period, they get aggravated, especially due to exertion and 2 to 4 a.m. So nightly aggravations are there and their complaints are ameliorated from movement by leaning forward and eating and motions. Most of the complaint of potassium remedies as from mild to moderate and then they get severe. Okay, severity and intensity. Mild to moderate severity and intensity. It's going upward in a direction. Okay, so some before that complaints are really very mild and then complaints become really very high, okay, but moderate conditions, that is not that much severe, okay. They are hypertensive to external impression like touch, noise, etc. Complaints in potassium group remedies are usually not associated with high fever, but there may be a mild fever. Many a time, complaints of potassium group remedies are usually not associated with high fever. There is not really very high fever, but there is mild fever. So mild to moderate complaints are going to be seen in this remedy. And always keep it in mind that you cannot prescribe Kali group or Kali remedies in fever cases. Okay. One of our author or one of our pioneers said about that you should not prescribe Kali group in fever. Some of the basic and important feature of Kali group are weakness, alternating symptom, hack or anxious looking facial expression, catarrh, backaches, edema, delusion about body, aggravate in early hours, aggravate on waking, ameliorate on open air, moving slowly, and anorexia. Hungry, but food always aggravates. They are really very hungry, but if they eat something, if it can aggravate them. Control and conservative in their behavior and outlook, and certain rigidity is always there. Peculiar complaints and clinical application of this group. Some of these important particular complaints of potassium group remedies are pulling, shifting, stitching type of pain, sharp and drawing pains. Discharges are copious, thick, tough, non-offensive, yellow-green colored. Exhaustion and weakness, sexual weakness, swelling around the eyes. There are copious menses and sour vomiting, anxiety in epigastrium. These are the peculiar complaints and or relationship. If you are going to understand relationship of this Kali group, all potassiums are compared with nitricum, okay, natrum group. So this is all about your Kali group. We had completed our Kali group, and now we are going to move towards the next remedy, that is Kali muraticum. So Kali muraticum, that is one among the 12 tissue remedy introduced homeopathy by Dr. Schussler. Synonym Kali chloratum, chloride of potassium, potassic chloride, formula is KCl. Okay, chemical properties occurs in nature in a mineral crystals. The crystals are colorless or white, melt at a low red heat and polarize at high temperature without decompositions. It means they get melt in a low red heat, but in a heat, but their evaporation takes place in a high temperature without decomposition. There is no decomposition. It is soluble in 3 parts, cold and 2 parts of boiling water, and it is insoluble in strong alcohol. In strong alcohol, this is not soluble chemically, you can say soluble minerally. Preparation: the tissue remedies are prepared for the therapeutic purpose, like all homeopathic remedies, according to their decimal or centesimal scale in the trituration or dilution. So, if you are going to look towards the preparation of this remedy, there is trituration or there is succussion, or it can be used in a centesimal or decimal potency. If you are going to look towards the pathogenesis, Kali-Moor corresponds to the second stage of inflammation of serous membrane, mucous membrane, when the exudation is of plastic fibrinous character, usually in white color. Okay. So Kali-Moor correspond to the second stage of inflammation. There is a second stage of inflammation of serous membrane and mucous membrane when exudation is of a plastic fibrinous characters, usually white in color. Many a times when you are going to look towards the second stage of inflammation, there is secretion from serous and mucous membrane, and these exudations commonly white in color. If these secretions get yellowish color or greenish color, there is bacterial imposition, you can say about, but they are usually white in color, chiefly suited to the second or later stage of catarrhal stage. Okay, many a time this remedy is indicated in the later stages of catarrhal stage. Clinically, you can use this remedy in acne, actus ulcers, burns, cataract, chilly winds, constipation, croup, cystitis, diarrhea, diphtheria, dropsy, dysentery, ear affections of eczema, and embolism. So these are the clinical values of these remedies. Again, eustachian tube for occlusion of eye affection of glands swollen in hemorrhoids, heart affections of Hodgkin's disease. Hodgkin's disease, especially about your lymph node enlargement. Okay. Then ingrowing toenails. Can you tell me another remedy for ingrowing toenails? Hello, guys. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me another remedy for ingrowing toenails? I have completed some remedy in which one of the remedy was used for ingrowing toenails. Okay, this is your homework that you must read about our remedies, what they had completed. At least that much. Okay. Then again, this remedy, Kali, and this remedy is again used for your jaundice, joint cracking of euphoria, joints cracking of means it directly leads to a cracking sound in the joints. Okay, especially in your knee joints when osteoarthritic changes has been taking place at that time, you can see that cracking of joints. Okay, then leukorrhea, whitish discharges. And then mumps, rheumatism, tendons, pricking, vaccination effect of vaccination effect of remedy is your puja. A great remedy for effects of vaccination, bad effects from vaccination. And again, a calipos is again a remedy for this vaccination effects. Now we'll move towards the keynotes. A white or gray coating at the base of tongue, white or gray exudations, glandular swellings. A whitish and grayish coating at the base of a tongue, at the end of the tongue, at the base of the tongue, you will get that whitish and grayish exudation and white or gray exudation. Coating and exudations. Exudations means whatever the discharges has been taking place. So such discharges are also whitish or grayish. Okay, there is a glandular swelling. These are the again great remedy for glandular swellings. Discharges or expectoration of a thick white fibrinous slime or phlegm from any mucous surface or floor-like scaling of the skin, proper of the liver, etc. Okay, so discharges or expectoration of thick white fibrinous slime or phlegm from any mucous surface. Try to understand the look of that exudations or look of that expectorations. Okay, there is thickness, they are white, fibrinous like discharges, slime or phlegm from any mucous surface, or floor like scaling of the skin, or floor like means it just starchy scaling of the skin or topper of the liver. It means state of physical or mental inactivity. Proper it means state of physical or mental inactivity. Now proper of liver means inactivity of the liver. Okay, or lethargy of the liver. Aggravations from fat or rich food and pastry. Now aggravation from fatty food, which is remedy. Hello guys.
Pulsatilla.
Pulsatilla. Great. Puja is for ingrowing toenails. Right. Second stage of a congestion and inflammation from any organ or part of the body. Okay. There is second stage of congestion and inflammation of any organ or part of the body. And imagines he must have starved. Okay. He feel that he must have starved. Sick headache with white coated tongue or vomiting of a white phlegm. Try to understand it. Many a time patient tell you that I had vomited a lot of bile, but that many a time it is whitish phlegm arising from sluggish liver, want of appetite, etc. In meningitis as a second remedy, you can use this remedy in meningitis. Then again, it is useful in dandruff. Eyes, there are discharges of white mucus from the eyes or yellow or greenish matter and yellow purulent scab. Okay, there are scab which are really very purulent, pussy scab are there, and yellow greenish matter and is oozing through the eyes. There is discharges of white mucus. Okay, superficial flat ulcer of eye arising from vesicles. Okay, there are superficial and flat ulcer of the eyes, blisters of cornea, feeling of sand in the eyes. There is feeling of sand in the eyes. It means something foreign body is there in eyes. Okay, now you cannot find out sand particle in the eyes, but patient feel that there is sand in the eyes. Such foreign body particles patient can tell you about. There is parenchymatous keratitis, and again this remedy is used for cataract. Okay. Here's chronic catarrhal condition of a middle ear. Chronic catarrhal condition of a middle ear, deafness or hearing from congestion or swelling of middle ear or eustachian tube with swelling of the glands or cracking noises on blowing the nose or swallowing. Many a time patient will complain to you about noises in the ear while blowing nose or while swallowing or while eating. In those people, this Calipos is a great remedy. Okay. Now, deafness due to throat troubles, white tongue, deafness from swelling of external ear, granular condition of external meatus and membrana tympani. Closed eustachian tube seems to act more at eustachian tube. Many a time this remedy is really great remedy acts on a eustachian tube. I had used this remedy for chronic otitis media and which gives me a great result. There is snapping and noises in the ear. Nose, there is catarrh, phlegm, white, thick, stuffy cold in head, whitish gray tongue, vault of pharynx covered with adherent crust, nosebleed in afternoon. Face, cheeks are swollen and painful. Face aches from swelling of a face or gum. Okay. There is pain in the face from swelling of a face or from swelling of a gums. Mouth, there is actus ulcer, there is thrush, white ulcer in the mouth of little children or nursing mother. Okay, there is white ulcers in the mouth of little children of nursing mothers. The babies who are on a breastfeeding, in those babies you can get this whitish ulcer. Swollen glands about the jaw and neck. So this is remedy, really great remedy for a lymph node enlargement. Huh? So this remedy is a great remedy for your Hodgkin's lymphoma and all. The swelling of tongue, coating of tongue, grayish white, dryish or slimy. Okay. So coating of tongue, that is grayish white, dryish or slimy. There is a map tongue. You can look towards that tongue and you will understand that that is a map tongue. Another remedy for map tongue. Can you tell me?
Nitrum.
Okay,
Nitrum.
great, great. It's a natrum. Then sensation as
Ma'am, appetite. Ma'am, appetite.
aptus ulcer means beta. Have you ever seen there is ulceration, small ulceration in the mouth in which you are going to see the edges of that ulcers are whitish or yellowish color, and if you are going to eat something, it will be really really painful. Many a time your family doctors prescribe you multivitamins for such ulcers.
Mm-hmm.
सच कंडिशन
Okay.
मराठीत सांगायचं झालं तर तोंड आलं असं म्हणता ना तुम्ही ओके दॅट इज युअर ऍक्टस अल्सर there is swelling of tongue, coating of tongue, grayish white, dryish or sleepy. There is map tongue, sensation as a tumor growing on the tongue. There is sensation, it's a sensation. You will not going to get a tumor, but there is sensation as a tumor is growing on the tongue. We'll move toward the throat. throat, tonsils are excessively swollen. This is a great remedy. As I told you, this is a great remedy for a glandular enlargement, just like your criteria, just like your iodine. Kalis are really great remedies for your glandular enlargement. Tonsils are excessively swollen. Stringy, tough mucus. There is stringy and tough mucus. Stringy means just like a just like a string. Okay. आपण पाक बनवतो त्यावेळेला तार धरतो ना पाक तर तार धरल्यासारखं टफ म्युकस असतो ओके आणि दॅट इज स्ट्रिंजी म्युकस नाव swallowing excessively painful whenever patient try to swallow something it will be really very painful even water or the softest bread it has been said that softest bread means any soft thing if patient try to swallow that is really very painful he must twist his neck to get it down. Okay. Mumps, swelling of the parotid glands, hugs of offensive GG small lumps. Okay. Lumpy expectorations are there. Okay. Patient needs to hugs up, patient needs to clear his throat due to that offensive GG and small lumps. There is grayish patches or spot on the in the throat. Stomach, the want of appetite, dyspepsia and indigestion with whitish gray tongue. Sick feeling after taking fat. Any fatty food leads to aggravation. Okay, so there is a sick feeling after taking fat. Indigestion with vomiting of white opaque mucus, water and gathers in the mouth. Okay, water gathers in the mouth. Many a time, if patient is going to vomit, before that he get water in the mouth. Pain in stomach, bitter taste, obstinate constipation. Bulimia, hunger disappears by drinking water. Okay, pain in the stomach. There is a lot of pain in the stomach. There is bitter taste with obstinate constipation. Now, if you talk about obstinate constipation, constipation will really not fill you with anything. Just like your cilicia, there are bashful stools are not going to be passed. Okay, there is bitter taste in mouth, bulimia, hunger disappear by drinking water. Abdominal tenderness and swelling. There is tenderness and swelling, flatulence, threadworm causing itching at the anus. You can again use a remedy natrum phos, just like your Kali phos. You can use this remedy in second stage of peritonitis. Okay, this is remedy for again threadworm. For deworming, many a time we use homeopathic remedy Sina and Santonin. Now again remedy for threadworm is your Kali. First, stool constipation, light color stool denoting want of bile. Okay, light color stool. And then diarrhea after fatty food, clay colored white or slimy stool, dysentery purging with slimy stool, hemorrhoids, bleeding of blood, dark and thick, fibrinous clotted. Okay, now try to understand this please. There is constipation, they are light color stool that denotes the want of bile. There is no bile in the body like that. Okay, diarrhea after fatty food. If patient take any type of fatty food, that will be clay colored, white or slimy stools. Then dysentery, there is purging with slimy stools. Hemorrhoids many a time bleeding. There is bleeding. Yes, any query? Okay, I'll move further. Hemorrhoids with a bleeding. There is bleeding hemorrhoids, bleeding piles, you can say. Then blood is dark and thick. Dark and thick blood, fibrinous and clotted blood. Okay. Urinary organs, acute cases of inflammation of a bladder in second stage. When swelling has set in and discharges is thick white mucus. Okay, when swelling has set in and discharges is thick, whitish mucus is there. uh, Especially this is the remedy for your cystitis. So in acute cases of inflammation of bladder, especially in second stage, female sexual organ, menstruation too late or suppressed, checked or too early, excessive discharges, dark clotted or tough black blood like a tar like discharges. This is your 2 mark questions. Tar like menstruation, that is your Kali. Leukorrhea discharges of milky white mucus, thick, non-irritating or bland discharges. Thick, non-irritating or bland discharges especially due to whitish mucus. Okay, many a time there is no irritation with the leukorrhea, but sometimes it gives the irritation, and many a time genital parts they really become red because of that. Okay, pregnancy, morning sickness with vomiting of white phlegm. If there is a white phlegm, you have to think about Calipos. Okay, so this again remedy you can use in a pregnancy, especially for morning sickness. Respiratory organ, a loss of voice, hoarseness from cold, where tongue is white, croupy, hard cough, harsh, and barking cough. Okay, continuous. You will feel that the patient is barking. Such harsh and hard cough is there. Asthma with gastric derangement. If there is a gastric derangement along with the asthma, you have to prescribe this remedy. Mucus white and hard to cough up. Second stage of bronchitis when thick white phlegm forms. Loud noise, loud noisy cough. There is a noisy cough. Noisy cough. Cough is short, acute, and spasmodic, like whooping cough. Expectorations are thick and white. So everything is thick, white, and grayish. Okay. Everything is starchy. Everything is cheesy. Okay. Then a rattling sound of air passing through thick, tenacious mucus in the bronchi. Difficult to cough. I will move further. Heart, there is palpitation from excessive flow of blood to heart in hypertrophic conditions. You can again use this remedy in a rheumatic fever. Now you will ask, rheumatic fever, it has been written in heart. Many a time you will not understand in the second year, but you have to read your textbook of medicine API for that set. Okay. Then back and extremity, rheumatic fever, exudations, and swelling around the joints. Rheumatic pain feel only during motion or increased by it. After motion, patient will feel like increasing in the pain. Hands get stiff while writing. Hands really get stiff while writing. So patient really don't want to write a lot. Rheumatic pain worse at night from warmth of bed. Their lightning like from small of back to fit must get out from the bed and sit up. Many a time lightning like a pain from small of a back to fit. It means from your back to fit. Okay. Uh, uh, it means lower part of the back. Huh? It means uh, lower part of our back, many a time it's come towards the coccyx and all. Okay. Uh, uh, if you are going to look towards the anatomical wise, it means the smaller and narrower part of the back. Okay, so there is a lightning like pain from small of a back to fit. He must get out of the bed and sit up. Patient really need to sit so that his pain will get better. Okay, I will get worse at night and from warm to bed. So patient cannot sit in a bed. Then skin, there is acne, erythema, eczema, and other eruptions on the skin with vesicle containing thick white content. Albuminide eczema or other skin diseases arising after vaccination with bad vaccination. Eczema from suppression or deranged uterine functions. Dry floor-like stain on the skin. Obstinate eczema, crasta lactata, scrofy eruptions on head and face of little children, burns of all degrees externally also. Then blisters, chili burns, eruptions or connected with stomach and menstrual derangement. Ingrowing toenails, there are warts on hands. Fever, congestion and inflammation, the second stage of any organ and part of the body, catarrhal fever, great chilliness, at least cold air chills him, though he has to sit in a close to fire to keep him warm. Okay, so rheumatic fever, there is exudation and swelling around the joints. Modalities, all
Ma'am,
starts.
catarrhal fever.
Yes.
Ma'am, catarrhal fever.
Catarrhal fever. It means whenever there is mucus secretion is in a large amount. Okay, it means profuse mucus secretions with a fever. You can say means
But ma'am, means how and from where then? Catarrhal fever, the mucus secretions.
many a time what happened, there is edema of a respiratory tract or respiratory diseases. Many a respiratory diseases, you will get that fever. Okay, just like your pneumonia or you can say laryngitis or your pharyngitis, where catarrhal conditions come up. Okay, okay, it means when you are going to throw up some expectoration and you are having fever with that. Are you understanding?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so this is your catarrhal fever. Now, rheumatic fever, as I told you, this is rheumatic fever is a different entity. Okay, in which swelling of joints, then you will get heart symptoms like pericarditis and all. So you really need to learn that disease from your API, and you will understand. So you can use this remedy in such deep pathology in such diseases where deep pathology is seen. Okay, as I have told you, this remedies have affinity to go in a deepest tissues. Okay, so this is again great remedies for such things. Then modalities, all the stomach and abdominal symptoms of these drugs are worse after taking fatty food, pastry, or any rich food. The rheumatic and other pains are increased and aggravated by motion. Relationship, uh, relationship corresponding as it does to all second stage of inflammatory troubles immediately upon appearance of exudation. Its nearest concordants are Bryannia, Mercor, Epis, Thuja, Spongia, Iodine, Pulsatilla, Rustox, and Sulfur. You can compare this remedy with
What are
belladonna.
the concordants, ma'am?
Huh. Yes,
Concordants, ma'am.
means
Concordance.
it is really nearby. Okay, you have to difference between this, means they are really going hand in hand. You have to choose one of them, just like they are going to hand in hand.
We can use them.
हाँ, means देखो कैसे होता है, many a time you have to think that should I use Briannia or should I use Calipos? Should I use Mercor or should I use Calipos? Because you will find that affinity of both the drug, both the things in a similar way. Okay, so they are really very similar. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
okay. Compare. You can compare this remedy with belladonna, with calimure, which calimure follows well in a catarrhal or hypertrophic conditions. In Schussler Therapeutics, calimure assumes a role like a sulfur in pure homeopathy. As a deep acting remedy which eradicating tendencies. You can use this remedy as a preventive remedy useful in intercurrent and to prepare the way for other indicated remedies. It means many a time calimure, especially in your therapeutic in a Schussler's therapeutics, means in a 12 tissue remedy, many a time calimure act as sulfur. It means they can act as antimiasmatic remedy. That means it directly means that useful as an intercurrent and to prepare the way of other indicated remedies. We give indicated remedies, and when it are not these are not acting very perfectly, or there are no perfect or prompt result as we want, we can use anti-miasmatic remedy, and such anti-miasmatic remedy, especially calimure, can be used in such cases. Okay, and you can compare this remedy with belladonna and calimure. So this is all about today's lecture, that is calimure. Okay, so if you are going to look towards this this remedy is I'll should I revise it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think we are running out of time. I'll start with the next lecture. I'll revise this in that next meeting, and we will again move towards the our case which we had remained about osteoarthritis. Okay.
Ma'am, at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, at 3
Ma'am,
o'clock. Yeah, at 3 o'clock.